It seems that every month we have a game that eats the attention span of every person. It can be Repo, or Peak, or what Among Us was back in the day. But this time is a game I never thought I would see in my life. Because if you haven't been living under a rock, you've probably seen these horse ladies everywhere, and every 30-year-old man playing with them. Happy birthday, Ludwig. But why the horses? Why these with everything that is in the market and in plain summer sale? Why the free gacha furry girls horse game? What the hell is this shit? And me, in a normal day, would have let this pass. I don't wanna play a gunner bait game, is what I would have said. Because the Japanese are really good at art and game design, but they can be a little bit crazy with how they use 10-year-old characters that in reality are like 1,000 years old. This shit is crazy. What the fuck, Japan for 100? Correct! But you see, I'm in a really good run of trying new games. Don't kill me, but I never liked the first levels of Dark Souls 3, and I find it hard to play because you need to go through those boring as fuck levels, but I power through it and play it more and more, realizing, yeah, everyone saying this is better than Elden Ring, well, they have nostalgia glasses on, I'm sorry. Then I finally decided to give Death Stranding a chance, and I have my problems with the game, huge ones. But I'm actually enjoying my time, and enjoying this game made me realize that I need to experiment more on my game's lineup and give every game a chance. And just when I say that, Umamusume Pretty Derby started becoming popular because of their Steam release. And well, I, with a new open mind, put on my fake YouTuber hat and decided to investigate what the fuck even is Umamusume Pretty Derby. I need help. So, I know this game might be a lot for people, and might be lost in what the fuck is going on here. So, let me be your POV. Let me explain to you my experience entering the world of Horse Girls Racing Anime Edition. Because when I saw it, I thought the game might feel like this. But it actually feels something more akin to this. No one! This game is basically a resource management and gambling game. This is really important. Never forget about the gambling part. And it has things that two other really popular and addictive games have. But we will talk more about them later. In this game you basically pick a character, it doesn't matter what character, and that is something I really appreciate about this game. You see, normally in gacha games you need a high star character to deal damage or to actually play the freaking game without grinding for days. But here, every character has their own isolated story and goals to reach, so you can play with any freaking character no matter their rarity. That's why even though there are 1-stars like Haru Urara, people love playing with this dense motherfucker that has no thought behind her eyes, because I mean, they will die in battle for her. They love that character and they can play with her. In this game, you are a horse girl trainer, and you will pick a horse to train and help her reach her goals. It can vary depending on the horse. Some of them want fans, so you will need to win daily races with her to make her more popular. Or some of them want to win specific tournaments, needing more heavy coaching to win these harder races. And some of them will race important races back to back with no training time. These girls are fucking crazy. And the way you'll make sure they win is by training them. And here is where the game loop begins. When you start a career, you will have certain days to reach a criteria the horse needs to complete her goal. And each turn you can select one action, just one, and you can choose from training, speed, stamina, strength, guts, and wit, or send your horse to rest because every action drains energy, or send her to the infirmary to heal any debuff she gets, or to have recreation time with her to fix her mood. And shit! That's a lot of words and things that can happen, because each action has a reaction in this game. For example, let's say you choose to train her speed this turn. That will take her energy down, but pump her speed numbers, and some others. But the less energy your horse has, the more likely she is to fail training, making you lose any gains you were gonna make that day, and possibly hurting her, making her mood go down, and if she hurts herself, you will need to spend one more turn sending her to the infirmary to make her feel better. And if her mood is low, she is more prompt to fail her training and have worse placements in races, so you will need to waste a turn spending some recreation time with her to make her feel better. And there is also another layer to all of this, for you see, before starting the career, you can choose a character that will support you, and each turn they will show up in different training sessions of their own, and if you train with them, they can give you buffs or even unlock skills you can equip to your horse in the upcoming races. For example, telling these little shits to eat their vegetables can unlock the ability Lucky 7. And there are a lot of these multiple choice parts of the game where you need to answer to get different resources, and you will learn what's your best option to use in different runs of different careers. But as you could probably see, there is a lot you can choose to do to train a horse, and this is where the resource management comes into play. You'll need to train her in whatever her build needs, because there are horses that love to be on the front, horses that love to go in a standard pace and then push in the last turn, or horses that use her full energy only in the last push from the race. And to help them shine more, you'll need to equip them abilities you unlock training with your friends, and these abilities need points to be unlocked, and you get these points training with or winning races. And this is why this game is so fucking addicting. You want to build your horse in the best way possible, but luck can interfere and make you train things you don't want to, or things that can make her mood go down, or times where you need to play with the odds and train them with a lot of percentage of failure, or, you know, late starts. And then seeing all your hard work pay off in a race or go to waste, and making you want to make glue out of your freaking horse to make her useful for something at least. And well, that is why this game is so addicting. You can see all of your work at play, and it feels amazing to think you're gonna lose, and then see all of those supers pop in the screen, followed by your horse just demolishing everyone, or seeing at least 3 starts ulti pop up with their beautiful animations, and having as reward your character being the main character in an idol concert. You can see your horse reaching her dream. I have this feeling that all of this was worth it. A lot of people work really hard to see their favorites reach this spot, where they are in the spotlight. And it was you who made that happen. But we don't care about that, we skip those. We only want the dopamine of watching our horse chewing gum and beating us. There you go, girl! Fuck! This game will leave you staring at the screen, screaming, use your fucking ult! At the beginning I was just like you. I thought this game was gonna be gunner bait, and you played it to see your big-titted host girl in a swimsuit and jiggling everything while they run and pose after winning. But after playing my first career, it never crossed my mind because I was so focused in making this little shit win. People really don't care about that aspect at all. That is not the main attraction. I mean, I know it's for at least 30% of you. Bro, stop gunning at horse girls, what the fuck? But this game loop is the thing that keeps people coming back, because it shares a lot in common with games like League of Legends and TFT. In TFT you need luck to build your team, and then you have the fight where you just hope and pray that your team building skills can be enough to come on top. And League, you are the one playing, of course, but every game is 40 plus minutes, meaning if at the start you build something, but then you realize you are lacking mana and you want to build more mana at the beginning to see if your laning phase is smoother, you'll need to complete your 40 plus minute game to queue another one, just like in TFT. Maybe next time you save a little bit more money or go to a fast level 7. But for you to take those actions, you need to play another game that will take you other 40 plus minutes. And that is how these games trap you. When you play a Smash game, the game is over in 2 minutes. And then in another 30 seconds, you can be in another match trying something new. But every time you want to try something new in League, or in TFT, or in Umamusume, you'll need to start a whole new game that will eat your lifespan like a time vampire. But each time you finish a game, you want to go again and try something new. Maybe more speed on the same horse, or train another new horse altogether, to make more legacies to power up new or old horses in future careers, making you addicted, making you coming back and keep playing these games more and more. But, no matter what I say here, don't play League. I promise you, your life is better without it. You don't need to try it. You don't need to reach plat. You don't need anything. Trust me, League is something you want to dodge altogether. Please, the gameplay you saw here is from Sloppy Walrus and the boss channels, because I refuse to open the client. Also, here's the TFT chat. And that is really about it. This game has a really addicting and well-made game loop that will keep you coming back for more runs. But what pushed this game above other gacha games is that this game has a lot of care put behind it. Unlike a lot of gunner-bait gachas or just gachas that want to drain you with uninspired designs that just keep their ass and boobs growing, or the girls becoming younger. Oh my god, holy shit. Here, the characters are based around real racing horses, with their stories being based on real events like Gold Ship. This was a real racing horse that was a fucking monster on the field, but sometimes refused to run and made the owner and gamblers lose a lot of money because he was trying to punch another horse. And here we have a Gold Ship that does whatever the fuck she wants, refusing to train some random days, making her personality leak into the gameplay, and that is just fucking amazing. One of the biggest parts of these games is selling you the characters, and because these developers care about their characters, they put their money into making them even better. Like, what the fuck is this? Look at this animation, damn! They do fucking care, what the fuck? And well, the second half of this game is a visual novel where you will spend time with your horse and deepen your bond with her, so you can have favorites that you want to see win. That's why people love using the autistic girl, or the dense motherfucker, or the tomboy, or the honey badger of horse racing, and having their personalities influence how they run aside of being based on real racing horses is freaking genius. They even put little cute comic strips showing the personalities of the characters outside of the races. This is just extra polish. But if you are like me, you don't give a shit and you just wanna play. And well, you can skip all the visual novel parts, but their personalities are so well crafted that just by playing like this and seeing them run or their victory animations, you can have a grasp of their personalities really well. I mean, look at the dense motherfucker, there is no thought behind those eyes. Even though I haven't read a single line of her dialogue, I kinda know how she acts. Or look at that one runner from which I have a soft spot, Maya no Topagon. She's energetic as fuck, and if you ask how can she be one of my favorites if I don't rate anything, well, she was my first horse. I picked her because she was a 2-star, a front runner, and whenever you are winning, the girl in the mic keeps screaming, Maya no Topagon, Maya no Topagon, Maya no Topagon, and that made me shit my pants laughing. And now I have a soft spot for her just because of that. And it's really hard to don't follow their personalities when one of them celebrates by drop kicking you in the fucking throat when she wins. Let's put example of the dumb fuck I talked about before. This dumb looking girl captured the hearts of everyone for the fact that, just like any other character, she's based on a real racehorse with the same name. Haru Urara. The racehorse was a fan favorite in real life too, just for the fact that that horse lost every single race, and even though she did, she was super energetic and a lovable horse, and the fact that she kept trying made people from all over Japan go to the races just to see her try over and over and over again, ending her career with 0 wins and over 100 losses. And this is depicted perfectly in the Umamusume character, because when you lose, your character, well, gets sad. But this dense idiot just keeps smiling to the crowd because just like the real life Haru Urara, she just wants to race, making this lovable idiot so perfect and in top of my favorites too. If you ask which ones are my favorites, here they are. And then there are dark touches here and there, like Rice Shower. You might look at her and you know, goal. FBI, open up! But the reason she looks so young and she has a dress all in black like someone died is because in real life, the real racehorse only had a 6-year career because she fell and broke her leg, making the owner, you know, had to
On you, why would I put my finger on his throat?
What? This game doesn't need a lot of your energy, but it catches your attention and actually makes you get invested in training and seeing these little dumbasses win. The feeling of taking completely over a game as a front runner or seeing your late soldier just taking over at the last second while the icons pop up on screen. and actually getting to like your freaking horses because this bitch is putting the work to reach first place, and then seeing everything crash and burn in the fucking Japanese Cup over and over again, but then giving them a second chance because you trust, and seeing them show you they got what they need to win is amazing. Or making you realize that at the end this is still a gambling game and the second chance you gave them was for nothing because she plays even worse. Fucking shit, let's run it again! And well, this game proves something I've been saying for a long time. It doesn't matter the presentation or how weird the game looks, if a game is good, the game will find its audience. And it will do good, no matter how triple or quadruple A game is. If it isn't fun, it will never reach the levels the studio wanted to reach. And if the game is indeed fun, it doesn't matter the genre, or the publisher, or how it looks from the outside, it will do good and find its audience. And if you feel like you can play this because why the hell would I play a game where furries have their tits bouncing everywhere? Well, man, I don't know what to tell you. Playing this game will not make you a furry or a gooner. If you are those things, you were them even before turning this game on. And you can play what you want. You don't need to be on a high horse all the time. Just like I was when I said I will never play Death Stranding. It actually looked like a waste of my time, and well, it isn't. I think it's a game that almost reached a spot where I could make a video talking about how magnificent it is, but it still has a lot of problems. But I'm glad I gave it a chance, just as I gave Horse Lady games an opportunity. Games are supposed to be fun, so have fun.